socialising. Oh my days. I'm going to put you back up here because I don't actually get much lighting in here. Which is not good, but it's fine. Sebastian. Let me just move him. There we go. I'm hoping that this is okay, but hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Eilidh, and if you're not, then hello, it is good to see you again. I'm trying something new, I'm trying something different. I had this idea brew a while ago and I didn't have a chance to film it earlier, but no worries, that's fine because we're filming it right now. And I'm kind of a little bit nervous because I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy it or not, but still, it's the new year, it's January, it's trying new things, it's seeing what we like, it's, yeah, that's all I can come up with. But we're gonna see if audiobooks is better than reading. I've only recently come to audiobooks. I've listened to a couple of audiobooks and I've really enjoyed when I've listened to a book. But I still enjoy actually like sitting down and reading a book. But I've been a busy bean recently, and I haven't been able to sit down and enjoy books. So audiobooks has been my way to go. So we're gonna see if I can go the whole of this week listening to audiobooks and seeing if that's the way forward, if I am an audiobook person more than a physical reading person. Because we all know, this is not an unknown fact, that I have dyslexia and I cannot pronounce names for shite. It's terrible. I have accepted my fate that I'm never going to be able to pronounce names properly and that I will constantly be made fun of because of it. So maybe audiobooks is the way to move forward because I don't have to worry about coming up with names in my head because they are going to be said for me. So, you know, I'm putting it to the test today and we're gonna do verses. So I know what reading's like. I've been reading for such a long time. So yeah, this week we're just going to be listening to audiobooks and we're gonna do audiobooks versus reading. Who's excited? I'm excited. I'm starting off with Audible first. So I thought there's two main big platforms that do audiobooks that I know of, coming from somebody who I don't really know audiobooks very well. So the two that always come up is Spotify and Audible. So I have gone ahead and downloaded Audible. I'm doing the 60-day free thing, which actually runs out tomorrow. Great. But I went ahead and I downloaded one thing because you only get 1 credit like a month if you do it month-wise. If you do a yearly subscription, then you get 12 credits, and then that means that you can download any book that you want. And then you get some audio books on Audible for free, but then others you'll have to like pay for, but it's at a discounted price. So I'm giving this a go. And then Spotify, if you have Spotify Premium, then you get 15 hours free reading on any audiobook that they've got. That includes Premium, or again, there are ones that you can buy as well. But I'm going to start with Audible. I have downloaded a dark romance first, which is Little Stranger. I've been seeing it absolutely everywhere. And so I decided that I was going to download this one because it's only 6 hours and 50 minutes long on Audible. And we're going to start off listening to that and seeing how I feel. We'll see how far I get into it. Yeah, let's just get started. Let's just go, or I'm going to sit here and waffle for ages, and I don't think any of us want that.
What? What is happening? That is what's currently running through my head as I'm listening to this. Like, I've binged it. I've just binged it. Hold on, how far am I in? That's one thing that I don't quite like, is that I've got no idea. Does it even tell me the percentage? No. No, it doesn't. I think I'm about halfway. Yeah, well, you can kind of see on that line, but there you go. Well, that's the best I can do. Yeah, or like almost halfway. And what? I feel this is a dark romance, okay? And it's I don't even want to say it, but it's about a brother and a sister, but they're not blood related. They are both being adopted by this like married couple and brought together, and both of them have had very dramatic childhoods. They're not blood related, like nowhere close to blood related, but they live in the same household and have been adopted by the same couple. So, technical brother and sister situation, but oh my god. I don't know how to feel. I don't know. It's wild, and it's probably even more wild because I'm listening to it. So you're following Olivia, I believe that's her name, and she's a normal teenage girl. I think she's like 19 now in the majority of it, and she's just going through things in her life, and we don't really know much about her past. Like, there's some things that are like she's scared of and she doesn't like, and so she finds comfort in her brother Malachi, who is a selective mute. He stopped talking because of stuff in his past and hasn't said a word at all since meeting Olivia, since coming into the family. He's always done sign language. That's always been his thing. So he doesn't talk, and so Olivia learns sign language, and that's how they communicate with each other. But on the audiobook, there is an actual male voice. There are two narrators. There is a female and a male. So he's still talking, but obviously, like, he's signing it all. I can't get over this man's voice. I mean, I'm so absorbed into it because I can hear everything, and I still like as if I'm reading a book, can still picture everything. And it being a dark romance, I'm like, what? Like, what is happening? And obviously, because like the storyline is a little bit messed up. It's a little bit messed up, and I think it feels more messed up because I'm listening to it being narrated to me. I don't know how to feel. I want to finish it. I could probably binge it all today if I wanted to. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know how to feel. I'm enjoying it. I'm actually enjoying listening to it. There have been moments where I've just been sitting here and I've just been staring at nothing and just listening to it, but it feels like I should be doing something. So I've like pretty much whizzed through all of my work. I've gone on Pinterest, I've sorted out a bunch of stuff, and then I've got nothing else to do, but I'm still just sitting here listening to it, and then I'm like, but that feels wrong. Like I need to be doing something, you know. I can't just sit down and listen, but obviously I can do that if I want to. But do you know my dilemma? Does that make sense? But I'm enjoying it, and so part of me is like, maybe I do pay for Audible. Like, maybe that might be the thing. I tried to see which one I was on, but it's not telling me, and can I be asked to like try and find it? No, not really. But yeah, this is crazy. I didn't think I would pay attention. I didn't think I was, oh my days. I didn't think I would pay attention to it as much as I am, because I thought that I wouldn't be able to focus on two things at once, but no, I'm actually really enjoying myself, and that is a surprise. A huge surprise. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to say. The book has shocked me. It has shooketh me. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. Yeah. Okay, cool. We're gonna carry on, and yeah, that's all I have for you. I'm sorry, that's all I have. I don't think that okay, we're gonna carry on. What? I've just been sitting here figuring out my 2025 TBR, and what? We finished it. My brain. I don't even know how I feel. There we go. March is finished. I don't know if it was like a really, really dark romance or just the fact that it was narrated, so it felt darker, but it's not actually like the darkest I've read. Does that make sense? I'm so confused. We'll talk about it in a minute. I need to process. Okay, I think I've had a little time to process how I feel. Like, what? I'm gonna put that there. I don't know what to give it. Like, it was so crazy that I don't know if I enjoyed it. I think I did. I'm gonna give it like a 3.75. I'm gonna put it off on my Goodreads, but like it'll be like a 3.75 because I generally can't decide. In my mind, I feel like it's been dramatized because it has been read to me, so I've got every single bit of information and I've been able to clearly picture everything in my mind. Whereas like reading, because I'm so fast at reading, there's some things that I skip and you know, you never get like the full picture. This time I got it, like I got it. And just the type of book. It was so unhinged. So unhinged. Like, be warned going into it, especially if you're listening to the audiobook. Like, ugh. It's a short book. And this is the thing I've realised. It's only 200 pages. And something like that I can read in like 2 hours, quick, bosh, done. Especially if it's on Kindle. But it took me about 4 hours to listen to it. Like, double the amount I would usually take, and that is on a 1.4x speed, so it was quite fast. I'm still bamboozled. I can't get over it. I generally can't. Anyway, moving on from that, I am liking listening to it. That is what I'm taking from it. Even though it's taken me longer to get through the book, I'm still liking the fact that I'm able to like sit down and listen to it and still feel like in the story, but also like I'm being productive. Like I like that aspect of it. My only concern so far with it, especially if I'm going to continue to pay for Audible, is am I getting my money's worth? I don't really like how Audible's set up. I don't really like the whole credit thing, especially with how much money you're paying for it, to then like have to use credits for those popular books and only having some popular books under your subscription that you do get for free. I just don't feel like it adds up enough. So I am thinking that I might not continue my Audible at the moment, but stick with my Spotify, because you still get 15 hours. And I don't think I would listen to anything more than 15 hours unless the book's longer. And then this is when I'm like, but that's when like Audible is like really good. My brain. But we still got another like couple books we can get through, so I'm gonna now try out Spotify, and I really want to listen to Eilidh Hazelwood's book 2 Can Play. Is that what it's called? I literally wrote it down. I'm trying to be like really organized this year of like writing down all the books that I want to read, but I keep forgetting that I've done that. So we've read Little Stranger by Leah Rivers, and now I want to read 2 Can Play on Spotify. It is luckily included with Prime. This is the first thing that it says on the description. An enemies to lovers spicy romance set in a world of video gaming. So they're about like video gamers. That's so cute. I bet you it's got to do with like their rival video gamer people. Don't know. It's about Viola Bowen. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know. Has the chance of a lifetime to design a video game based on her all-time favourite book series. The only problem, her co-lead is Jessie effing Andrews, aka her arch nemesis. Jesse has made it abundantly clear over the years that he wants nothing to do with her, and Viola has no idea why. When their bosses insist a wintry retreat is the perfect team building exercise, Viola can't think of anything worse. Being freezing cold in a remote mountain lodge, knowing Jessie is right next door. No, thank you. But as the snow piles on, Viola discovers there's more to Jessie than she knew, and heat builds in more ways than one. Oh, this is going to be such a cute little rom-com. Oh, and it's new. It came out in October. Just gone, so that's adorable. I don't think it's not very long. It's only 4.5 hours long, so hopefully with my 1.4x speed it'll be good, and hopefully the narrators are good as well. The chapters don't seem that long either, so let's start this one. You can't even see it. I'm just gonna press play.
Spotify Audiobooks presents 2 Can Play by Eilidh Hazelwood. Narrated for you by Kelsey Navarro Foster. Chapter 1. Let's start with the good news. Mike said. And I am you.
That's one thing. I like it when it's a dual narrators, so that you can differentiate. Differentiate? Is that how you say the word? Between the male and the female. That's what I like. So this might be interesting to get through that. There's not that. It's fine. We're gonna start this.
And I immediately clutched the edge of the conference table to brace myself. It's the specific combination of words, start and good, that switches on my fight or flight. the couch, so I'm going to take you upstairs to your room. For whatever reason, his tone makes my cheeks heat.
I need to talk about this book. First off, my skin is irritating me. It's so bad that I'm like, no, don't want to deal with it. But we're like way over halfway of this audiobook. So I'm trying to like think what percent I'm on. That's not telling me. I think it's nearer like 80% now because I haven't got that long left on it. Oh, I'm about 73. Yeah, 73%. It's saying I've just got over an hour left to listen with the speed that I'm going with. And I was going to talk, right? I was going to talk when we were at like the halfway point, but things just got good and I carried on listening and I was like, I can't stop. I stopped it in a really inconvenient way because I was listening to it in the car and it was a spicy scene and it just started to get good and I was like, I can't listen to this out loud. I can't. I need to put my things in and listen to this with headphones on because like I can't be even like playing it in the car. Like that's what I've been doing when I've been driving around. I've been playing it in there or just like out loud on my thing. But as soon as that scene started, I was like, no. Anyway, a bit about the book. Enjoying it so far. It's so easy to follow and like I've listened to it in the shower. Just it's been out when I've been getting ready. Like when I would usually play music, that's when I've been listening to audiobook. And it's actually been really, really refreshing and something that I feel like I could carry on doing even like after this. So enjoying the experiment at the moment. But yes, Two Can Play. We are following Viola. Viola. I don't know how to pronounce the name because it's done in an American accent. The way I want to say it is Viola, but that's in my British accent. So you probably think I'm wrong, but I'm just going to say her name like that. So we're following her, we're in her POV, and the only thing I'm not liking about this specific audio is that it's one narrator, and so she's voicing all of the other characters in it. So our male MC, he's not, well yeah, MMC, main male character, right? She's voicing him as well, and I just can't take him seriously whenever he's talking. Like if I've listened to it for a while, like in a big chunk, then I just get used to it. But when I first started listening to it, I was like, I don't like this. I like it when there's an actual man speaking the man's part and then a woman speaking a woman's part. Like that makes sense. So when there's one person and they're doing all of the voices, like even when, bless this narrator, she's obviously American, because when she was trying to do a British accent, it was definitely something. You could tell, no offense to Americans watching this, but you could tell it was an American doing it. Because for one, I do not talk like I'm a posh stuck-up bastard. Not saying that she was narrating it like a posh stuck-up bastard. No, that's not what I'm saying. But close enough to it. So, yeah. But anyway, that's just, we might sound like that in some areas, but not really. Anyway, so yeah, that's one of the things that I don't really like about it. So yeah, but the storyline goes, we are currently on this like retreat, this work retreat with Viola and Jesse. They both work in rival like companies. They are video game managers, so both their jobs is to oversee all the games and manage things like, I think the actual design, like the actual idea of things. Anyway, there is this game that wants to be developed by both of these companies, so they're having to come together to like get to be able to produce this game basically. So they're trying to show these people who want the game that they could create the game because they work well together. So they're currently like somewhere that they can go ski. I don't know where. So you have both teams. So it's not just Viola and Jesse, like they've got their teams with them all in this facility. Originally they were all biting their heads off, but then obviously as time's gone on, like they've started to work together well. But if we're focusing on just like Viola and Jesse, they've known each other for years, and Viola always thought that Jesse hated her because of things in the past that have happened. And so she's like, I really like him, I think he's really cute, he's like not the typical nerd looking guy, he's like looks like a model but loves video games, so in her opinion he is the perfect man. And
yeah. So things have happened in the past, and so she's like, he obviously hates me. But then that crush like withered away because of like one incident that happened between them, and she was like, I'm done. He's horrible, he's mean, he's lovely to everyone else, but he's always like not treating me like nicely. He's always ignoring me and just like pretending I'm not there, blah blah blah, this and that. So she's always had this idea in her head about him. But so has Jessie. Jessie, we've come to like, I'm 70% through, so we've had those talks and those discussions, and that romance is now starting there. But Jessie always thought like Viola wanted nothing to do with him. So he's had that idea, and it's just kind of like this whole big misunderstanding, like loss of communication, and that they just haven't thought about things because they've assumed stuff, or like they've taken what each other have said in like the wrong way. It was just this whole mess up of a thing. But anyway, we're getting to the resolution part. So we've had this whole bit where, because we're in Viola's POV, we've been listening to her like rant on about like Jessie and how he's like this and that, rah, rah, and now it's like a, oh Jessie, you know, something. So yeah, it's kind of like, how are their teams going to respond if they do get together? Because it's not in Jessie's situation. He's like, I can't be with you casually, like we are never going to be casual. It's either we're going to be or we're not. So they're going through this whole thing, but then obviously like them being on rival teams in the gaming world probably won't help the situation. But there's like this forced proximity thing as well, because even though they're in this retreat together, like they are literally neighbours, their rooms are opposite each other. So that's interesting. There have been definitely some interesting scenes because of that. Yeah, there's like already forced proximity. There is like an enemies to lovers thing with it. You've got rival companies. I think that's pretty much it at the moment. You could say there's sort of like a forbidden love thing. I'm not going to go more into that because I think I'll just spoil the whole plot if I do. But yeah, that's kind of, I think that's it. I think I explained it well. Anyway, if they end up getting this video game, if their teams then are able to produce it and like create it, Viola and Jessie are going to be working together for years. So there's also the sort of, should we, shouldn't we, like, if we're going to have to work together as well, like so there's that. Anyway, I've come to realise that when listening to books, I understand the plot more. That's another thing. And you also get like every single bit of detail as well, especially if I'm actually listening to it. Sometimes it's just on in the background, but with Two Can Play, because it's so easy to pick up and so easy to listen to, even if I like focus, like unfocus for a little bit, I'm still able to like pick it up really quickly and carry on and know where we are. Where I think if it was like a really full-on fantasy, like plot, politics, everything, then I would need to pay attention more to it. But I don't know, I haven't listened to anything like that, so I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it. I've talked a lot. That was a really, really long explanation, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. So I kind of want to finish it tonight. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I was in focus. If I was not, I do apologise, but I couldn't see anything, so yeah. But yeah, let's just carry on listening.
I finished it. I finished it. Look. Closing credits. I'm gonna turn this light on because it's getting really. Oh, that is horrible lighting. I look like an Oompa Loompa. Let me turn it back off. Like, no, you just can't see me. It's just dark. We will deal with this lighting. But the sun is going down, and I finished the book. I'm gonna put it on my Goodreads. I've got my laptop out, so I'm gonna do it now. This was such a little cute booky book. It was such an Ali Hazelwood book because it was easy to, like, not easy to read. It was easy to listen to follow along to like just enjoy. I think I'm gonna, I don't know what to give it. Like, it's just a short, sweet novella thing to listen to. It's only available in audio. I think I'm gonna give it a 3, like a 3.5, that, but on my Goodreads it's down as a 3. Oh, I'm so tired now. Knowing that it's now only available in audio, I think it should have been more than one narrator to it, just because you could have got like more out of it. Like, I think I would have enjoyed it more if there were different narrators voicing different parts, because then it would have been like easier to follow. Like, my imagination would have gone wild, like especially if I'm comparing it to Little Strangers. Even though the two plots are vastly different, I'm more leaning towards like enjoying Little Strangers more because it was a dual narration type thing. So I was able to really get into the story, where Two Can Play, even though the story was good, I mean, it was easy enemies to lovers, there was no third final breakup thing, whatever it's called. It was a forced proximity, enemies to lovers, slight forbidden romance thing. There was a bit of miscommunication in it, but nothing like hurtful. It's a short, sweet novella. But it would have been better if there was like 2 narrators, like a man and a female. In my opinion, it still works with just the narrator, Kelsey Navarro Foster. I don't know, I haven't read any of the other ones that she's narrated, but it was alright. I'll give it a 3. I think I'm sticking with my 3-star rating. I've really been enjoying listening though, because I feel like I'm getting through more books. Like, I am still reading physical books as I'm filming this, I'm not gonna lie to you. And you're dirty, so is that better? I think that's better. You're just, that is so much better. Oh my days, that was so dirty. Anyway, I've been reading. I've been getting through the King of Sins series, as well as finishing off the Dark Olympus series, and it's been really nice that when I've had to put down my book, I know that I don't need to stop reading because I've got the audiobooks that I can listen to. So it feels like I'm getting through so much as well, and especially my Goodreads. Like, I've set my challenge for 100 books this year, and I'm already on book 6 because of listening to audiobooks as well when I've been working, like when I've been editing and stuff. So I'm getting through things really, really quickly because there has been that, oh, I want to listen to this audiobook, but I'm not in the right frame mind to just sit and listen. Like, I can't do that. I need to be doing something else. So I've been picking up things that I usually wouldn't want to do because I would like procrastinate about it and be like, oh, it's gonna be so much, it's gonna take me forever. And then like, well, no, because I'll just listen to my audiobook. Like, I want to listen to my audiobook, so I'm gonna do this stuff that I don't want to do while listening to my audiobook. So there you go, problem solved. So I have been enjoying it, but I'm gonna listen to one more, and it's actually the Goodreads voted audiobook thing. So 2024 Goodreads Choice Awards thing came out with loads of people voted it. Whoever's watching this probably knows about it. It's not a secret. But Funny Story by Emily Henry won the audiobook Goodreads Award for 2024. So we are now going to listen to Funny Story on Spotify by Emily Henry and see why people really liked it. I'm hoping the narrators, there are two of them, because I always love it when there's two of them. I've listened to not many audiobooks, but the ones I've listened to where it has just been one narrator, I haven't enjoyed as much as when there's two. But this is saying it's 11 and a half hours. So hopefully it's still under my 15 hours. Because if it's over and it's the last like 10 minutes that I'm not going to be able to listen to, I'm going to be pissed as hell. Oh, it's saying it's narrated by one person. Damn it! Why? I have no idea what Funny Story is about. So we're just going to start it and we're going to see how we feel about it. Cool. Anyway, good morning. Ignore the mess. I can't really be asked to tidy up before I'm speaking. But this is probably the worst place to put you because the window is behind me and now you're gonna get that direct. Oh, damn it. I need to get a tripod. That's what I've got to do. No, that's a lie. I have one. I just need to actually use it. Right, I probably look like a wreck, but it is a couple of days later. I haven't done much listening to the audiobook just because life got busy and you can't really listen to audiobooks while socialising. Yeah, so I'm not that far in, but I still want to talk about it. I think I'm, like, literally, please don't be mad at me, but I'm like 10% in, maybe just over 10%. I've still got another 9.5 hours left to listen to, and that is daunting as hell. This is one thing I've realised with audiobooks. I don't like audiobooks being 11 hours long, apparently, because the thought of having to listen to 5 hours just to get halfway, no. No. I don't think I have enough stuff to do in 5 hours. So yeah, even though I'm on like a very high speed, like part of me feels that I should just like speed it up more, but I can barely listen to what is going on at the moment without being like, what? It's going really fast, because I don't want to slow it down because I'm stubborn. But yeah, right. But I've enjoyed the start of it, let's say that. I'm guessing there's a fake dating aspect to it. I mean, I've just stopped at the bit where the fake dating is starting, but basically we are following, what's her face? Daphne, who has recently broken up with her fiance because her fiance decided that he was in love with his best friend, and his best friend was dating Miles. So all of a sudden they've broken up with Daphne, and Miles decided that they're going to get married because they've been in love with each other for years. Just didn't know it. This lady, woman, person thing said to Daphne's fiance, oh, it's because I came to the realisation that I loved you because I was just about to lose you to somebody else. Wow. Like, that really annoyed me. I hate when that happens, but not that it's ever happened to me personally. Like, have I been in a serious relationship? No, but if it did happen, I would be like, you know? So this has forced Daphne, who moved to a new city for her fiance, lived in a house that was owned by her fiance. The only things that she owned was the furniture. Now living in the city where she knows nobody because they were all her fiance's friends, is now the roommate of Miles, whose girlfriend dumped him to be with her fiance. Yeah, she now has all of this stuff and basically just wants to leave. She just wants to go. She wants to go, but now she's got this invitation to their wedding and said she would go because she was drunk. and then decided that she wasn't going to be alone because her fiance called her and tried to like say to her, oh, don't worry, you don't have to come, we thought it was nice to invite you, blah blah blah, this and that, you know. Dude, why invite her in the first place? Like, that's mean. And she's like, no, I'm not going to be alone because my boyfriend is coming with me. To then her fiance replied with, who? You didn't RSVP a +1. Doesn't matter because he's already been invited. So now she's fake dating Miles. And I think it's going to go on to, they're obviously going to go to the wedding and they're just going to try and make their exes so jealous that it just messes up their whole day. That's my prediction on how basically the book is going to go. But it seems like a good book. Like, I love a fake dating. I love when, you know, there's that like opposites attract thing. There's obviously the false proximity into it as well because now they are roommates. Yeah, it seems like I'm going to enjoy it, but I don't think I'm going to finish it in this video because this video will just go on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, because there is no way I can listen to that book and finish it within today or tomorrow. No, there's no way. It's just not going to happen. So I am going to end this video here. I am really excited to carry on with Funny Story, and I will give my opinions on the book in my wrap up at the end of the month, or on my Instagram, or on my Goodreads. You can find it. You can find it. I will talk about it. It's just not going to be in this video. But I hope you have enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed this little experiment. As much as I love audiobooks, reading is obviously going to be the way to go. That is going to be my main source. Audiobooks is probably going to be the only time when I desperately want to read my book but can't because I have to work. And so I will listen instead. Or like if I want to do a double like book, I have a physical book and then I have an audiobook, but the audiobooks are going to be like short books, because I think if I did a 15-hour book and I listened to the whole thing and I'm not reading it, it's going to take me like 2 weeks. So yeah, but I'm not going to stop doing audiobooks. I might do like a hybrid audiobook reading combination at some point. I was a little bit too scared to do that in this video, so we didn't do that. But I might try it at some point. I don't know. We might see. Somebody recommended doing it with Binding 13, so we could be doing it for them because that is a monster of a book and I'm terrified to go into it. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video and I will see you all in the next one. Mwah, peace, goodbye.